Hey everyone, Shaper 1000 here. Today we got a couple locomotives. We're going to open them up, check them out, and I'll tell you what the plans are for these things and what I gave for them. I think I got a pretty good deal, so stick around, guys. Okay guys, let's start with this one. This one I got because it's got an interesting backstory to it. Never mind. That's another video. Okay, well this one, alright. So, the one with an interesting backstory, it's not going to be here till tomorrow. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so you have to wait on that one. Okay, here we go. But, this is still interesting. Alright. Check it out, guys. We've got 3 of these locomotives, Santa Fe. Of course, they're untested. They don't know if they work. This one's got the coupler on the front. Let me see here. It does have traction tires on them. I'm sure they're no good. This one's in a little worse shape, but it's got a place for traction tires. Another Santa Fe. They're all 3 Santa Fe. Now what I'm going to do is, and this one is all hemmed up for some reason. I'm going to take one of these, maybe even 2, probably 2, and one of those is on backwards. And we're going to paint it all silver to match the Southern Pacific cars. And you know, this one's got 2 couplers on it. That's good. This didn't look like that in the picture, so it might have been dropped or something. But so but we're going to paint one of these up all silver to match, maybe 2 if we can get 2 of them going, to match the Southern Pacific people cars. Let me get a screwdriver. We're going to see if these run. Let me get a screwdriver and pry this out of here. We're going to see if we can see if any of these run. This one is in better shape than this one, but this one, they're all 3 of them's in better shape than I thought. But they made a gazillion of these Santa Fe trains. This is the, what is that, 415? Yeah, they're all 3 the 415. This one don't have the numbers on the front. This one does. It says 415 and 415. So, but yeah, I want to do that and see. Like, there's some. I thought one of these was broke up here. These 2 are in pretty good shape here. This one's the worst shape, so it'll definitely be one that's getting painted. Yeah, we'll paint it up. Let me see. You can tell this one is brighter than this one, and so is the other one here. See, it's brighter. So this will definitely be a body getting painted all silver. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let me get a screwdriver out. Let's pry this out of here and see if we can't get a couple of these running. Okay. Okay. So let's try to pry this up and out. The pictures look like this was out and not shoved up in, so it may have been dropped, or maybe they did that to keep from getting more damaged. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, there's a piece broken here. So, but like I said, this is definitely going to be I can't see down in there. Huh. I just stuck this in there. I didn't even. That's the weight. And this has got one missing traction tire. It's got one on it, but there we go. But we can still try this out. See if that bulb works. And you guys can't see crap. You guys can't see. Alright. Yeah, because I thought in the picture it showed that this was like, these were out of it. So they may have stuck them in there so there wouldn't be as much damage. I don't know. They just clip right in them holes there on the sides. Alexa, turn the light on 100%. Seems awful dark in here for some reason.
Okay.
There we go. And let there be light. Now, which way does this one go? I'm just guessing. I need to get a Phillips screwdriver. Okay. I don't know what holds. Not sure what holds this on. Oh, okay. Just the pressure of the body. And again, more weights. It turned on me. Alright, let me get this stuck back in here. And then we'll get a transformer out. And we'll start checking these to see if they run. I don't know if I'm going to set up a whole track tonight. I might. We'll just see how well they run. Might set up a fast and easy track. Because, like I said, I won't be here tomorrow or the next day. Ah, there. Well, that's in there. Let's go ahead and put this weight in here. Yeah, and that's a slot. Well, you can't see it. That's a slotted, and I got it on first try. That was cool. Alright, let's get this in here. Alright, let me get that screw in there, and we'll go I'll get a power pack out, and we'll get it plugged in, and we'll check on these other two as well. But yeah, so yeah, one of these is definitely, probably this one is definitely going to get painted all silver. And instead of that saying Santa Fe, I'm going to put Pacific on the side of it. Probably two of them, so I can run back to back pulling those cars, those what do you call them, passenger cars. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, so this time I got the transformer over here on the other side. We got the rail power 1370 here. We're going to turn it on and let's see if anything happens. I doubt it, but okay, so the light is lighting up. See it in there? So it sounds like it will run. It's not running good, but it is running. So that's good. There is some usable parts on this thing. So we know the motor's good. We got a good light. And probably some gears, axles if we ever need them. Alright, so that one. Now sorry guys, I gotta keep my phone on when I'm by myself, you know, in case something happens and whatnot. And what it's doing is picking up birds out in the backyard. See? Picking up birds. Alright. I don't know if this is all the way on here. Feels like it. Let's try it. Whoa. Okay. It does have a working light. Whoops. Okay, so that one does work. Let's check reverse. Okay, so that does work. Of course, they're going to need, you know, a good lubrication. And let's see. Yeah, it's going to need, this one has no traction tires. It takes them, but it doesn't have traction tires. There needs to be one here and one here, but we got that covered. So, alright. Now, let's try this one. So we might get a track out later. We'll have to wait. Monkey took her mom to the doctor, so I don't want to get a track out and have her trying to walk around it, and you know, so. Oh, I hear something. The light works. That's a motor issue there. May even have a stripped gear that we can take out of the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart right here. Let me get 3 Phillips screw, or there's 3 Phillips screws. Let me get a Phillips screwdriver, and we'll take these 3 screws out and take these axles out of here and give them a little bit of oil or some kind of lubricant. Okay, like I said, there's just 3 screws right here. I should have brought the blue mat out, but I didn't. Now, and this comes off. Just like that. And we can take these out. Like that. And I can get some gears there. I'm going to spray a little bit of, it's pretty nasty in there. I'm just going to spray a little bit of WD-40 down in there. I'm going to clean these wheels off because that's how they make contact, is this side and that side there. So yeah, let me spray some WD-40 on that. Usually I put a little thicker oil in these, but since that's so dirty, I'm gonna go with something thinner, and then I'll put thicker stuff on later. So the first one we tried, I think, is a little older. And I'm making a mess as always. And these ones, I think are all 3 different years. Tell by the bottoms. So, but the bodies are the same, so that's good. Yeah, that's spinning better there. This one is still sluggish. So I'm gonna keep messing with this and just keep spinning this one until it frees up, and I'm going to clean the wheels up. I'm just going to use a sanding pad here that I use for the tracks and stuff. I'm just going to take them and clean them off like that until they're nice and shiny, and then I'll be back with you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I just took this motor out of here, and right down on that pin there, let me get up to focus. There is no gear on there. There should be a gear on there. So I'm going to see if that other one over there has that style of gear. Yeah, it was this one. I'm going to see if this has that style of gear. I don't know if it does or not, but we'll see. If it does, I'll take the gear off of this one and put on here. So let's take this back out. Okay, it's got... Okay, so this is different. I may have to order a gear for it. Yeah, this one's different. So I don't know. Yeah, this one's a different one. I mean, I could probably use the trucks off of this one onto here. I don't really want to. Let's go ahead and we'll take the plate off the bottom of this one. Move this over here. Oh, so the price of this was 15 bucks for all three of them. So I was like, well, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, I know they need work, but if I can't make one good working one out of three, something's wrong, right? Because see, this only has 2 sets of wheels, and that one has, what, 3? Well, yeah, kind of. So I'm thinking this is going to have a different gear. This should pop up out of here. Not sure what's holding it. I can't see anything anymore. This lighting. Yeah, see, totally different motor. Yeah, totally different setup here. Yeah, so yeah, this has got worm gears in it. This one has that gear on the side, so I'm not sure what I can do about that. Let me see if I can find a gear, but in the meantime, let's put this on the track and see if that oil helped the sound. I think one of those other ones we bought the other day has an engine like that. I'll have to see. Oh, I gotta have these ones touching too, so I just want to see if the motor sounds any better. Yeah. A lot better. Okay, so let me put this one back together, since we know that this one's not gonna, we're not gonna be able to use it for parts for that one anyway. So let me get this all put back. I'm not going to put this one back together yet because, you know, we got to find a gear for it. Let me see if one of the other ones that we got in there has that kind of motor. I think it does. And then we'll see if we can rob a gear off of it and put on there. Okay guys, so what I found out online, I can get these gears. It's like $9. That was the first one I saw. I could probably find a couple of them in a pack cheaper than that, but I did find one for $9, so you know, not a big deal. So this one needs the gear. I've got a lot of small gears, but nothing like that. Also, the other one, it's got this little red gear in the center there. It's spinning. Because these plastic gears, they get old and cracked, and I see the crack right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right about there. And plastic shrinks, and when it shrinks around metal, you know, something's got to give, and it's not going to be the metal. And this one, you can really see. And you can buy these gears too. So I'll be able to get 2 of these going. I'll probably be able to get this one going. Well, this one does go. And I'll be able to get this one going. So that's good. We'll have our 2. And this one I'm not even going to worry about putting back together. I'll just put everything in the bag. I will use the I will take the couplers off and save those. And like I said, this is one of the ones that will probably be painted. Or maybe this one, and I'll just take the horns off of this one and put onto here. That's probably what I'll do. And then I'll paint this one, because this one's still a great body yet. So, and then this one's going to get painted. It's in pretty good shape, but it's going to get painted all silver to match the other one too. So I'll have 2 cars pulling that. And then this one, like I said, you know, it's got the couplers, so I can always use couplers. The light's still good, and the shell, they call it the shell, but the body's good. So yeah, and these wheels, if I ever need them, the gears are no good, but the wheels are still good. Awesome. So, but that's good. So $15, that's, you know, $5 a piece. That's cool. Alright guys, so I'll get a track set up and we'll run this one around, and I'll put a coupler on it, and I'm gonna these are riveted on. They're not screwed on, they're riveted. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get them out of there. But I'll take this out and I'll put some traction tires on this thing, clean it up, give it a little bit of lubrication, and then we'll set something up. We'll set up a track and we'll run this around, see how well it pulls the cars. I got to clean the tires up and stuff. I'm not going to bore you with that. So that's what I'm going to do. So stick around, guys. Okay guys, I got the blue mat out. Now in order to take these trucks off of this one, see it's riveted, there's screws. You got to go down in through there. I don't know if you can see up inside there, but the screws are up inside there. So you have to get down in here with a little tiny screwdriver. Take these screws out. These are not going to be fun to put back in. But we'll get it. I'll try to show you once this is off. It was about the stupidest setup I've ever seen, riveting stuff together like that. And then this comes out like that. Now up inside there, like right by where them wires are going to see, there's one there, there's one on the other side. That's where these screws go, and these screws have a spring on them. So but I want to put some traction. There's a little tiny spider. I want to get some traction tires on this thing, and I'm not sure. I might be able to get down in between there. I have never worked on one of these ones before, so I don't know. So I'm not sure how these side pieces come off. I mean, they would have to make it. I think I can get in between there with those little rubber bands, but that's still going to be a pain to try to get them seated in. Or if I could just take that side off of there. This is an F7 Mantua Tyco, but that one I can get on. I don't know about this one. I mean, they you know, they got to be made so you can replace them tires. And for them to do something stupid like this, rivet things together. So I don't know what year it is. I'm guessing a newer one. I don't know, but I'm not going to mess with getting inside of here with the brushes or anything like that, because it seems like it's running okay. Is that metal? I don't know. But let me look at this some more. But I'm going to go ahead and at least get one traction tire on here. I don't know if I can get one on this side or not. But I'll do the best I can. Okay guys, so these wheels are cracked. That's not good, because we're going to lose traction. I don't know if you can see that crack right there. Anyway, they are cracked. So, and in order to get those side pieces off, they're just like stuffed down into two holes. In order to get them off, you got to break them, because once they stick them in there, which, I mean, you know, you can glue these back on, it's not a big deal. Once they're in there, goes like this. Once they stick in them two holes, like that, they're melted on the other side, so you can't pop them off real easy. So yeah, that's pretty ignorant. So let me see what I'm going to do with these wheels. Which you can buy these wheels, you can buy a whole bunch of them pretty cheap. I mean, it'll run around the track by itself, okay. I don't know if it'll pull anything or not. So I'm gonna put these traction tires on here. I may put a drop of something on there. I don't know about them cracks. Okay, there's one on there. I just got to make sure it's seated in there right so it's not twisted. I do see a little twist in it. But let me get this taken care of. And then I'm going to put a little bit of oil on here. I'm going to put this back together. May have to put a drop of glue on there. This is just for looks. That's all it's for anyway, but it goes like this. That's the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life. Okay, so let me finish putting these traction tires on these things, get them seated in. I'll get this back together, and later we'll put a short track up again, and we'll run it around the track, let the motor run in. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it. We'll go from there. Okay guys, so got it oiled up. I think it'll run around the track okay. We might try to pull a car or two with it, but it is a good running engine, locomotive, and this one too is a good running motor. I just got to get a gear for it, and this one will be all ready to go. I'll have to put tires on it. But yeah, that's the stupidest thing. And then you just clean these off real good, and then you can just glue them right back on. It's not a big deal. It kind of looks funky without them, but there it goes. And to rivet stuff together does not make sense to me on something like this, knowing that you got to do maintenance on them. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me at all. You have to put tires on them, you got to put maintenance on them, you know, or you got to do maintenance on them and change gears and stuff every so often. It doesn't make sense. Why any company does that? I'll tell you why they do it. Because, you know, it's cheaper, it's more feasible to do it this way, and, you know, it's easier, blah blah blah. What about for the consumer? You know, none of that has to do with the consumer. Who you doing it for? You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the money. You don't care what kind of products you put out. And I did it again. Cool. So we'll be running that one a little bit later. And as soon as I get a gear ordered for this. But as you can see, like here, there's 3 screws. 3 screws. You can take it all apart. You know? Even this junky one here has, well, wait a minute. Yeah, the back one had screws in it. At least these snap on and off. You know, you can take them off, but it's stupid. It is damn dumb, really, to build something like that. See, this one had screws in it. You guys saw me take them out, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me why companies want to give you crap. Well, make sure you buy their product. Make sure, you know, you give them your hard-earned money, and they'll give you what they think you deserve. You know, I mean, it's not right. It's not right. I hate that when companies do that. And anymore, you know, I don't care. Made in America. Bullshit. They're doing the same thing as anybody else, as China or anybody else. Just get it out. You know, get it built, get it out, take their money. And that's all it's about. You know, what's a lot better this way? For who? You? Yeah, for you guys, so you can put more out. It's better for productivity. That's what it's better for. Let's get them out. Let's get them produced. Let's get them out there. Get them on the line. It's not better for us. If it breaks, oh well, they'll have to buy another one. God, man. Let's build stuff the way we used to. Okay, guys, so we're going to have to take a rain check on this thing running. Because, well... yeah, packing to do. I don't want to get Monkey's way. And she's backing the car up now, so we're leaving first thing in the morning. And but that's okay. We'll run that when we get back. I really wanted to run it around the track because it sounds really good. I did order a gear, so
someone was detected at your front door.
I did order a gear for the other one, so we're gonna have 2 out of the 3. So that's gonna be cool. And so yeah, we'll take a rain check on running that car around. But hey, it is what it is, because you know, Monkey said you're not setting a damn track up in my way right now. So
I never said that.
come here. See, I couldn't show her last night because she was in her 90, but look at her hair. Isn't it pretty?
Well,
huh?
You'll look better once I wash it. I can't wash
You're welcome.
it. Thank you.
Jesus. Well, you know.
It's a girl thing. Girls understand. They just understand more. Yeah. Sorry, but you just don't. You don't have any hair. So how would you know?
It's not about the hair. It's about a compliment.
Yes, I thank you.
Jeez, one day she hit me in the face with a pot one time, man.
Pot?
A pot.
I did not.
She smacked me upside, and all I did was try to compliment her and told her how good her mustache was coming in, and the fight was on.
Yeah, right.
Alright, guys, so.
You bopped me in the nose in your sleep that time. Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, that was after, because I couldn't control my hands much. And after I got out of the hospital, and I was just laying there.
Asleep.
And I said, crack. And she was like, I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's like, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I felt bad, you know.
Well, he was asleep. He couldn't help it.
But so, yeah, when we get back, we'll run that around the track, because, you know, I really wanted to see it run. So.
I thought you were bringing one or two with you. I thought you were bringing stuff with you.
I'm going to bring, because, you know.
You already told him we're going, right?
No, I told him I was going
somewhere. Oh, okay. Well, we're going somewhere.
Well, we're going to North Dakota. North Dakota? I wish.
You want to? Okay, we can make a detour.
We're going to North Dakota, and what the hell? Where the hell are we going?
You don't know.
Apparently not.
We are going to North Carolina.
That's it. We're going to one of the Carolinas. The top one.
Yes.
North Dakota.
Did you tell them why we're going there?
Jesus. No, they had a family friend pass away, so they're doing a celebration of life for him. And,
on Saturday.
yeah, so her and her mom's going to go and go see their friends. And how old was he?
He was in his 90s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but they've known him for like 80 years.
Yeah, well,
probably about what, 50 years?
Well, when they bought the
years?
motel, but because these people came before my parents even bought the place, so they stayed all that time, and they would come sometimes twice a year.
Anyway, what they do?
Oh, what do you mean? What did they do?
They went around to play. What did they do?
Oh, she ended up working for Sam's Club, and they got farmer outfits and dress up like farmers, and they would give out free samples of the honey ham at Sam's, and they would go to all different kinds, and she would set them all up, and they would travel all over the United States.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, but he passed away. Now she's still alive, but she's in a home now, right?
Yeah, she's in a nursing home, yeah.
But anyway, so you know, close family friends of theirs, and I've never met them, but so anyway, I'll just gonna be. I got us a little cabin, so.
Yeah, it's a nice cabin.
Yeah, it's a nice cabin.
Yeah.
But I got a good deal on it because I paid as much per night for that cabin as you would for a decent motel. Not like Motel 6, of course, or something like that. But a decent motel is a couple $100 a night, so.
Well, the problem is with the motel, we have to get 2 rooms.
Yeah, so.
And then she has to be by herself.
So, you know, it's just as
work.
cheap to get these. Well, I didn't go through Airbnb this time. I went through VRBO. Mm-hmm. So, but it would have been cheaper than getting a hotel room. So, well, like she said, we'd have to get 2. So.
Yeah, and then this way, at least we're in a house.
So
we're all together.
Yeah. Now there is a lake there, but the lake's closed because of the hurricane that happened. Messed it up real bad. They're draining it. But it's okay. I'm gonna bring the drone. We're gonna be in the mountains, so
Yes.
so I'm gonna bring a couple things. I think I'm gonna bring the D16 and maybe a racetrack. We haven't had the slot cars out in a while.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll do the dinosaur one. Because this has a loft and has like a whole separate room.
So you
there.
could really do it all up there if you wanted and keep it up.
Yeah, keep it up
the whole time we're there.
The whole time we're there, so.
Yeah, so we get bored, we can go up there and play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't know what the weather's going to be like.
Maybe I can bring that train and some track.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I'll bring the racetrack. We'll bring the dinosaur one. And I'm going to bring the D16, so.
Oh my goodness. We're going to have that car packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you bringing fishing rods still? Because there is a place in town that you can go fishing at.
No, I'm not walking into town.
No, I can drop you off.
No.
He was going to go fishing while we go to the service.
But since the lake's closed.
We're going to stay 4 days, 4 nights, really.
We'll be back Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, I got a discount. So, and then they said, well, the night before, which was tonight, and then the night after, which was going to leave Monday, they said it's open. If you want one of those nights thrown in, we'll give you 20% off it.
I was like, well,
She was like, yeah. She said, do it.
Yeah.
So, because we'll always get there, and then she's like, man, I wish we could stay another day, and then I'm trying to get a hold of people.
Yeah, this time we're staying.
We've always made it. I mean, it's always worked.
And even if we decided we wanted to leave a little bit earlier,
that's fine.
we could.
Yes, but anyway, so.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe we can bring the traction engine in.
Whatever you want.
I'm bringing some toys, though. Alright, guys, anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, sea monkey. I got 3 of them in there today.
Oh, is that what came today?
Yeah. I'm expecting something else that's coming tomorrow. And
I know I have.
Be here.
Nope, I have stuff coming tomorrow and Saturday.
And I thought it was this, but this is another video. This is a working video.
Oh.
I have to do for the product.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe I'll bring some track and we'll sit. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Be fun.
Couple engines. All right.
Okay. We'll get something into something while we're on our way there.
Because it's supposed to rain and stuff, and so.
Yeah.
So if I'm stuck in that cabin, I'm gonna be running toys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Shea Bear, the Myth, the Man, Legend, gone for now. Monkey.
Like I said, bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.